All right, apologies for that. We hit our time limit. This bowling center, you can only stay on the internet for so long and you drop.
Oh, I felt like I was in like suspended animation there.
Yes.
Oh, we missed a lot of action for.
Yes, we missed Tom taking the lead.
And that was pretty much Tom sealing the deal.
Alex Sorge, your fourth place finisher, getting the $1,000 prize.
Okay, we will shift to our semifinal match.
Which means I will shift the camera.
Well, you might as well.
We're sorry for the outage for a couple minutes. This place, you're on a time limit on the internet. And when your time runs out, you get knocked out. So, sorry about that. Would have been nice if it happened between matches, but it didn't. So,
Well,
what tournaments are still left on the JBT schedule?
I believe we have one regular season tournament next Saturday at Ocean Lanes. And Sunday we're at Cavalier Lanes. Don't worry, Matt, we got you.
We did. Yeah, we got like the ninth, like we missed like frames 6, 7, 8, something like that.
That's not a big deal. What did you have it up to?
Huh?
What was it up to at one point?
57, I think I saw that. Well, are you referring to me, Oceana, or are you referring to this bowling center? Because if you're referring to me, number one, we are not video experts. I have an I'm an accountant by day. Number two, we are always, always, always at the mercy of the bowling center and their either Wi-Fi or our Ethernet connection with the Wi-Fi. If you would like to donate some money to us that we could get all of our own equipment and our own production truck like Fox and ESPN and all that stuff does, I will be happy to take your money and have a full production truck and have this done professionally. But until we have that kind of money and until we can do this where we have all the equipment we need, we will always be at the mercy of the bowling center's Wi-Fi. Now, this bowling center's Wi-Fi, you get between roughly 2 and 3 hours, and then you get automatically disconnected. That's why we've been getting disconnected all weekend long. When it gets disconnected, it takes me roughly 2 or 3 minutes to reset it back up. I would have loved for it to happen between games. It did not happen between games. So that's the way it is because PA Fats said so.
I'm a pipe fitter. I'm just sitting here. I don't know about wires. I know pipes.
Yes. It's not hard to keep a telecast going if you have a good connection.
Those satellite dishes help. That would work.
They would. Like, when we go down to the Danny Wiseman tournament, we're going to have to do something because that bowling center gets no internet whatsoever. And you don't even get a good signal from outside, so we're going to have to get some kind of boosters in that place.
Put it on Matt's phone.
We've tried that. It doesn't work. We've tried to establish a Bluetooth connection. Like what they call hotspot. Doesn't work.
Matt needs a better phone then.
Yeah, that bowling center is just, there's something in there about that bowling center. But the good news is we got 2 hours now, so I think we'll be fine.
Well, we only got 2 games left.
Yes.
But Matt will have to talk at least partially, so
So we might run close, is that what
it'll
you're
be
saying?
close.
I like you. I might want them to trade me to JBT.
Okay, bowling fans, we are up to our 2019 semifinal stepladder match for the best tournament. Our match will be number 2 seed Drew Esposito from Selden, New York, taking on number 3 seed Tom Hankey from Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Drew has elected to have Tom start the match on the left lane. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our semifinalists.
All right, off we go. Tom Hankey against Drew Esposito.
These are 2 totally different bowlers here.
That's true.
Drew is going to play way straighter than Tom does.
Drew was battling back and forth for most of the tournament with the lead. He's been right up there. Two, 4 for Tom.
Spare covered by Tom. And here's our first look at Drew Esposito.
Six count.
That's definitely not one of his better shots. And they're all even after one. Much better shot by Drew that frame. Drew may not be as flashy as a power strike player, but he doesn't beat himself very often.
Match is tied through 2. Ooh, 2-8-10. Missed his break point on that shot.
That's 2 in a row that were light for him. All right, hold on. All right, traffic turned around.
Tom only gets the 1. All right, Drew breaks up the split, only leaving the 10 pin. Spare conversion, he'll go up by 14.
Oh my.
Chuck's got it. Once again, our message board is live and operational, should anybody want to chime in. All right, coming off the open, Drew with a 2-pin lead. Oh, caught a big break, breaking up the split yet again. He had the 4-6-7 standing.
Oh my.
And yeah, he wasn't even close to that shot. So 2 unforced single pin errors by Drew Esposito. Now he finds himself down.
That is very uncharacteristic of Drew.
And like Tom usually does, he takes advantage.
been light on this lane, both of the first two shots on that lane. I expect some type of adjustment here. And that's a double.
All right, so Tom takes a 19-pin lead. There, Drew comes back with a strike. Gets himself settled back down. This time he does not break up the split. Big four.
Tom comes over and strikes on his next two balls. This game's going to all but be over.
Drew gets the one. All right, so he's got 81 through 6. Tom is already in the 70s in the fourth. Light hit 10 for Tom. Covers the spare. Presently a 34-pin lead.
I'm thinking the end of this game may not be as dramatic as the ends of some of the previous games.
I think I'm going to be forced to agree with you there, Kenny. Okay. Drew with another strike. So he could still strike out for 201. If he were to do that, he would force Tom to double somewhere.
Well, throw the next one first, then I'll be a believer.
That was a much better ball, but
Probably his best shot of the game.
yes. All right, covers the 10 pin this time. So 181 is now his max. Eight count for Tom.
I mean, basically all Tom has to do is fill frames and stay behind the foul line, and he's a winner.
Makes a spare. Ten pin. Tom covers that. All right, so if Drew wants any chance, he's going to have to throw the next three right here.
If this isn't a strike, just back the truck up.
Yes.
That's got a shot.
And that is going to end his day. We are going to have a Cameron Horowitz, Tom Hankey final. Dare I say, the past boy wonder against the present boy wonder.
I'm rooting for the present day.
It's going to be interesting because Tom is always used to having the bowl older people to win. Now he's going to be the older person bowling against a significantly younger.
Not really. He's not that much younger.
He's 15, isn't he?
I think he's older than that.
Is he? I thought he was 15.
If we had the bio sheets in front of us, we'd know that, but we're just winging it here. I believe I was told he's a junior in high school.
And that would put him at 16. All right, so we still got 3 years. And even though Tom's going to win, I think he's happy to get off this pair. All right, Drew Esposito is going to be very disappointed with his effort there. A 145, I believe.
Well, anytime you shoot a 140 on a live Facebook show, you know, I'd be upset.
Yes, definitely the turning point of that match was the back-to-back single pin misses. He shot 146.
Yeah, that you can't give Tom 3 opens and 4 frames and expect to recover.
All right, 192, 146 victory for Tom. We will give out our third place award, and then we got to move the table one more time. So I'm going to need my cord girl to help us one last time. This time her role is going to expand. Now she has to make sure that the cord doesn't get unplugged.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our semifinal match for the 2019 Best Scholarship Tournament. Officially, our third place finisher. He was the 2015 County Champion State All-Star. He has 4,300 games and 15,800 series. He was the Tournament of Champions winner in 2017, 11-time JBT winner. He's the overnight champion.
Esposito, third place. $1,500 into his scholarship fund.
And now, bowling fans, it is on to our title match.
Okay, let's move the table one more time. A little more.
A little more? Oh, good. I like that. Keep going.
Yeah, we gotta have it, or else we can't both fit back.
Oh, I can actually see over here. Okay.
Yes, he's going to be a senior. Okay. Yeah, so for another week. Kenny, you were right. He's finishing his junior year, and he is 16.
Hey, every now and then.
I told you, you have the wisdom on your side. All right. The
It helps
winner.
when, it
Go
helps
ahead.
when you hear somebody say it and you actually remember it.
The winner of this match will get $5,000 added to his scholarship fund. The loser gets $2,500. Tom is looking to become a two-time best champion. All right, parents, family, friends online. Join us. Call up more of your friends. Your friends love the sport of bowling. This is the match they want to watch. this is your first time watching our telecast of the PJBT Tour, you like what you see, hit that subscribe button in the upper right-hand portion of your screen. And if you have notifications turned on, you will be notified each and every time we go live. Now, this was going to be our last telecast of the season. Skip Moyer and I'm sure we'll do a preview show sometime in August for season 21 of the PJBT. Unless if I get traded to the JBT.
You never know. We're always looking at a TV show.
And before we start, let me wish all the dads out there a happy Father's Day. I saw a pretty funny joke online. I should have shared it because today's the perfect day to share it. It's like, thank your dad for you being born because your mom probably wasn't in the mood that night.
Well, that could be true in a lot of instances.
Well, right now we got Cameron versus Cameron.
He can't lose.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time for our title match for the 2019 16th Annual Best Scholarship Tournament. For our title match, we have tournament leader Cameron Hurwitz from Rochester, New York, taking on number 3 seed Tom Hankey from Great Barrington, Massachusetts. Cameron has elected to have Tom start the match on lane 5. Okay? Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our title match for this year's tournament.
All right, off we go. Tom will be starting the match. Bowling on lanes 5 and 6.
Is it just me, or do you see Matt as having a future as a game show host?
When he was younger, he wanted to be a sports broadcaster.
Oh, game show host is the next best thing.
Trust me, I've heard that story about 36 times. Tom gets the 5 out. He would be better, though, on the radio. Because, like me, we don't have faces for TV.
No, that's for sure.
I don't have a voice for this either. All right, so Cameron is up, frame number 1. Reminder, he has not lost today, 10-0. Light hit 4. Spare conversion for Cameron. Light hit half 10.
Cameron seems very methodical in his approach. Nothing rushed.
Nope.
Not throwing it till he's ready.
Seven pin for Tom. Spare conversion. Takes a 1-pin lead. Striking the third for Tom. Cameron gets the 5 out. So both players playing deep, like you would figure at this stage.
Cameron reminds me a little bit of a Norm Duke type player, smaller in stature, but every bit as good as the bigger guys.
Absolutely. Oh, gets the 10 out.
Big double at this stage of the game.
For the moment, that gives him the lead. think Tom liked that shot.
No.
I don't think a lot of people to our right didn't like that shot either. I heard some moaning. But it held. He struck. He goes back up by 1. Two 8. Tom covers. So he's got 88 in the 4th with a spare in the 5th. Cameron now up. His dad was telling me earlier that his mom and some of the families over in Europe right now watching. That's the one cool thing about YouTube. We can be all over the world.
Hey, we're global. Watch out, wide world of sports. Here we come.
I'll be Howard. Light hit 10.
Spare here, and this game's all tied up.
Spare conversion for Cameron. 5 down, all tied. Both bowlers working on a spare in the 5th. Cameron up first in the 6th. Another half hit 10. So what do you think Cameron's going to do the next time he's up? You think he's going to change his angle? Well, he obviously has to change his angle a little bit.
A little. I mean, I don't know. He might need a ball change.
Could. He's got many of the options. Cameron makes his spare. For those of you that are out there saying, well, maybe they should move right, please don't ever do that at this point in the match on these kind of lane conditions.
It will hook instantly.
Yes, moving right would be the worst thing you could do right now. You could move your feet left and your eyes right. You could change your hand position to give it a little more tilt. Strike for Tom. See, his ball is maintaining its energy down through the pins, where Cameron's is just running out of energy right at the end. So actually,
Tom's also throwing it a little harder.
Yep.
So that's delaying that energy down the lane.
Yep.
And I believe Tom's he is using a more aggressive ball on ball.
Okay. So a potential move for Cameron would be to actually move left and find a little oil so the ball can maintain its energy further down lane. Tom gets the double. That's a big double for Tom. He goes up by 11. Let's see if Cameron could answer. Cameron's sticking with the same ball.
Cam's not the tournament leader by accident. He knows what he's doing. He'll figure it out.
Much better shot. Much better. I don't exactly know what he did, but that ball maintained a lot more energy when it hit the pocket. We got ourselves a match here, Kenny, with 3 to go.
Another strike here. You can tell that came off his hand a little on the funny side. All right, but if he makes the spare, no harm, no foul. He's on a single strike, so he lose no count. But he potentially gave Tom a really big opening, either with or without making this. As Tom is on a double going up into the 8th. No, he definitely has to make this.
He only gets 2. So that's going to leave him with 153 after 8. Still could shoot 213. Tom going at a 217 pace. Solid 10. Wrap that 6 right around.
You can't make a better shot than that.
No. That could have given him a lead in the 30s. be up 24 with 2 frames to go. Foundation frame 9th. Cameron will finish the match first. Another 2-8 for Tom. Second one of the match on this lane. So if Cameron can perform in the 9th and 10th, he will make Tom show up. But he cannot shut Tom out.
No.
In fact, even if he strikes out, Tom wouldn't even need to strike. 9 spare. Actually, 9 spare 9 would be a tie. So he would need to strike somewhere. Tom covers.
Come on, Cam, one at a time.
All right. Cameron's final shots. Good shot by Cameron.
That was his best shot of the game so far.
Absolutely.
3 more just like it.
Ah, 9 and a wiggle. All right, so now the best he could shoot is 193. Tom is already at 185. So Tom
Need
spare-
about 5.
Yes. Yep. So it's looking pretty good for Tom. To
I'm
take
think-
home yet
I'm
another
thinking he could
title.
stay behind the foul line.
Yep. To take home yet another title. I think I'm going to have to ask him for a loan when I interview him. Well, the 10 pin is going to do Cameron in. Leave about 4 of them in this match, I believe. Yeah, he left a 4 pin in the first, I believe, and all of his other 9 counts were 10 pins.
Yes, they were. That's the shot he was looking for the whole game.
Exactly. Great effort by Cameron Horwitz. 193. So Tom will be looking for 5 on this first ball to win. that's going to do it.
Yeah, I think you got 5.
Your 2019 best champion for the second time, and the $5,000 first place scholarship, Mr. T Squared Tom Hankey Jr.
Junior.
Just to add to his already impressive resume. All right, he'll be in the 2 teams. All right, 215 to 193. Tom Hankey over Cameron Horwitz. Nothing for Cameron to be ashamed of. Takes home $2,500.
He had a great weekend.
Yes, yes, he did.
He bowled very well.
Okay, bowling fans, that concludes our 2019 16th annual Best Scholarship Tournament. Our runner-up finisher in this year's event was the 2015 second place finisher at Junior Gold, competing in his first Best Tournament, receiving a $2,500 scholarship certificate and trophy from Rochester, New York, Cameron Hurwitz.
Cameron Hurwitz, second place, $2,500 into his scholarship fund. Great effort for that young man. We will definitely be seeing a lot more of him. And now this could take a while.
Yeah.
We might be here for a good 45 minutes till we get all of these accomplishments out of the way.
All right, and now it is time to crown our champion. He is now a 2-time Best Tournament champion. He won the Best Tournament in 2016. He's a Junior Team USA member for 2019. Also the 2019 ISC and ITC champion. He was a 2015 Junior Gold champion and a 2017-18 Teen Masters champion. Competing in his 6th Best Tournament, winning his 2nd Best Title $5,000 scholarship from Great Barrington, Massachusetts, Tom Hankey.
Tom Hankey, your champion. $5,000. All right, we'll get some pictures. I will set up the camera for an interview with Tom.
Okay, bowling fans, we'll get a picture with our finalists, and we'll send them back for final interviews.
Kenny, thank you very much.
It's
for
been a
helping.
pleasure.
On YouTube, on our YouTube page for the best finals. We hope everyone has a great summer. We wish everybody luck at Junior Gold, and we'll see you back for the action in August for the PJBT.
Makes sense.
Thank you so much.
Well, we've done this a time or two before.
You never know.
For the second time to add to his impressive list, your Best champion, $5,000. Richard, can I get a loan, by the way? I think I'm going to need one.
Daniel
Yes.
House Scholarship Fund.
Yes. The scholarship fund can use a little bit. Sooner or later, you're going to have more money than your college tuition is going to be. You do realize that. By the way, here's your winner, Tom Hankey. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, so let's start out yesterday on the quote-unquote easy pattern.
Yeah,
You didn't
that's
bowl
it.
quite as good as you thought you would, did you, if I remember correctly?
No. I call the first squad in this tournament the handicap squad because they're so easy, and really it's not hard to get to the pocket, but it's hard to get your ball to go through the pins the right way. And I kind of got in the trap of getting the ball to go through the pins the right way. I couldn't get anything to go through the pins right, and
Got ya.
going through ball changes, I couldn't get anything going. So I only went 120 over, and I was in like 43rd. So
But then we got to the harder pattern, and this is where you start to excel because you know how to make the right moves to get the ball to do what it needs to do to do what it needs to do on these harder patterns, which 95% of the field doesn't know how to do yet.
Yeah.
Helps to have your own bowling center.
yeah. Well, the funny part about the harder squad was I kind of got every year it tricks me to thinking that 1, 2, 3 are going to play, and they don't. And the first game I had 54 in the 5th frame. It was not going well. I ended up throwing a 7-bagger late off of a ball change and shot 192 that game.
Okay.
So played a little safe there. That block, I just try to hit the 1-3 as much as possible and leave makeables, and that's kind of what happened. I went like 50 under for that block, and I ended up 70 over for the tournament. And I still made a big jump, even though 50 under seems like a lot. I still went from 43rd to like 12th.
Yes.
So
Yes, you did. And then today, do you know what you went in match play, how many games you won?
I went 8-2 for the
Okay.
10 games that we bowled, and then with the 3 matches, 11-2 overall. I started doing basically what I usually do. The match play pattern, the challenging pattern, like the in between of the two. The year that I won, I found something from out, and I've always tried to stay that way because this pattern, it plays like 41, 42 feet, but the more we bowl on it, the further everything starts to go down the lane. We start to get a lot of push, and 1, 2, and in the center, 1, 2, 3 are pretty good. So I try to stay right as much as possible.
Okay.
And then from there, if I have to move in, I can get away with it. But like I said, everything goes so far down the lane, so it's basically from going to a flatter hand position, trying to throw harder, to using a little more hand and trying to get slower and get around it. And like you saw me doing, I mean,
Yes.
I was using a really strong ball. I was using a statement solid from Hammer, and I got way left. I did it during the second block of match play. I got way left. I used that ball. I just started knocking on it, trying to get the ball to shape around the corner and get the 10 out.
Okay.
So that was the key, is getting the corners out.
All right. The one match that I saw you struggle at, just about everybody struggled on that, was the match you had against Pierce.
Yeah,
That
15
pair
to
looked
16.
impossible.
15
Except
to
for
16.
Chloe. Chloe nailed that pair pretty good. Back-to-back games at 240.
With 240.
Yeah.
15 and 16, when they do the challenging match, the first 5, obviously, they do, obviously we get fresh. And then when we come in for the second 5 games, they re-oil just the front part of the lane.
Right.
And I'm not sure what happened, but while they were oiling, the lane machine just kept going. It usually
Oh.
stops at about 30 feet, but it just kept going. And it got to about 45 or 50 feet before the guy stopped it, and he dragged it back.
Oh.
So my guess is, because it's an older machine, that it just kept putting oil all the way down the lane, and it didn't. And because it's just oiling and not cleaning, it put double the amount of oil on
Yes.
top of everything.
Yes.
So lane 16 plays like 48 feet, and then 15 plays like 41, 42, like
Got
it's
ya.
been playing. So
Got ya. Okay.
yeah.
So, what are your plans for the summer? Obviously, you're going to go to Junior Gold.
Yep. I leave for Junior Gold on whatever that Wednesday is. I leave for Junior Gold on July 10th. In a couple weeks, I leave on the 26th for Junior Team Camp in Arlington. And then I actually fly from junior camp to Sawgrass Lanes in Fort Lauderdale. I'm doing work with Flow Bowling for the Team Masters this year.
Okay.
I just found that out a couple days ago.
All right. So I'm going to get to listen to you.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Subscribe
Excellent.
to Flow Bowling. I'll be doing the final advancers rounds.
Are you going to give me a shout out?
Of course. I have to
Well,
give
you have to let
PFS.
me know. You have to message me ahead of time so I record it.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
It's-
Thank you. Appreciate
It'll
it.
be on Flow Bowling. I'll be doing the advancers rounds and the match play rounds of Team Masters with Dave Lamont.
Excellent. That's going to be awesome. That's really going to be awesome. All right. And then basically by the time Junior Gold's over, it's almost time to go back to school.
Yeah, I leave. I don't remember when I leave for Junior Gold. Sometime in the middle of August. I'm also bowling the DBA Shootout right before Junior Gold, and I'm bowling
Yep.
the Youth Open the Thursday before Junior Gold starts.
Yep. Okay. All right. Who would you like to thank?
Oh Lord.
That's a long list.
I can tell you who I don't want to thank.
Okay.
No. I mean, obviously, it's Father's Day, so my parents are a big supporter. You know, taking time off their schedule. Obviously, we own the bowling center, so we have to kind all the coverage for the weekend. We come down here, putting up the money for the hotel. I'm here with a Weber teammate, Matt Flandro, putting up the money for him, getting me everywhere that they get me. I couldn't be more grateful for that. I wouldn't be where I am today without them. And then, of course, Del Warren Kegel Training Center, Weber, those. If I didn't have Del, I don't know where I would be. It's amazing. I can't believe
Yes.
everything he's done for me. And then EBI makes the EBI. Joe Farley, thank you so much for everything you do for me. You supply me with all the great equipment. It's awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Okay. Anybody else?
PA Fats.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For just
PA
being an
Fats.
all-around great guy.
Yeah, just for being PA Fats. I do want to make one quick notion, though.
Go right ahead.
Cameron went 10-0 today.
Yes, he did. I
I
believe
don't-
he's the first person that
Yeah,
ever
that's
did that.
From what I'm aware, that's never happened before.
Yes.
He's 14 or 15 years old.
16.
16
I
years
asked.
old.
Yes.
He's 16 years old. He went 10-0 against a field of 52 college kids,
Yes.
basically.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yes.
bowled phenomenal in the title match. He
Absolutely
absolutely
did.
phenomenal. He
Yep.
had one bad shot in 10 frames. We've all been there. He's going to be here. He's definitely going to be here again, I promise.
He could easily be your heir apparent.
Oh God, yeah,
Yes,
easily.
easily.
He will. He bowled absolutely phenomenal. I'm
Yes.
insanely proud of him.
He does remind me of you when you were younger.
Yes.
Like
he
that.
he
Except he's better looking.
It-
He's
it-
more handsome.
he
than
doesn't have the beard though,
Yeah.
so he's got to
you. Give it time. Give it time.
eventually.
All right. Stay here with me as we wrap this up. Unless, do you want to come in and wrap this up? Okay. Good. Stay away. All right. Once again, congratulations. Stay
Thank
here
you
with
so
me
much.
while I wrap up season 20 of PJBT. All right?
Okay,
Okay.
I can do that. For
All
you.
right. That's going to take care. Hi, Nicole. You're at my shot. That's going to take care of season 20 of the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour. We pick up again in August, 1 week later this year, I believe. Not sure yet. We're trying to get together the 20th anniversary all-decade team for the second decade. So we will look for the dates, look for information from us in early August with that. And of all probability, later on in August, Skip and I will do a preview show for season 21. Hard to believe.
21.
21.
Unbelievable.
I know. As I said at the Invitational, he's old. He
21
is.
years. 21 years of those. Awesome.
All right. For all of us here at the Pennsylvania Junior Bowlers Tour, to all of you, happy Father's Day one last time, dads. We will see you in August. Wave goodbye, Tom. See
everybody.
ya.